Hi everyone, welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Natural disasters like hurricanes can be challenging to talk about, especially when you're trying to describe their causes, effects, and safety measures in English. Many people struggle with understanding weather-related vocabulary and expressing themselves clearly in emergency situations. In today's lesson, we'll go over essential vocabulary related to hurricanes, following our English Fab website. You'll learn words and phrases that will help you talk about how hurricanes form, their impact, and how people prepare for them. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Now let's get started. Let's go over some essential vocabulary. 1. Hurricane formation and characteristics. Tropical cyclone, a powerful storm system that forms over warm ocean waters and can develop into a hurricane. Storm surge, a sudden rise in sea level caused by strong hurricane winds pushing water onto land. Eye of the storm, the calm center of a hurricane, surrounded by the most intense winds and rain. Outer bands, the swirling rain clouds and wind that extend outward from the hurricane center. Low pressure system, a weather pattern with lower atmospheric pressure, often leading to stormy conditions. High wind, strong, destructive winds that accompany hurricanes and can cause major damage. Heavy rainfall, intense and prolonged rain that can lead to flooding. Rapid intensification, when a hurricane quickly becomes much stronger in a short period. Wind shear, a change in wind speed or direction that can affect storm development. Convection currents, warm, rising air currents that help form and strengthen hurricanes. Warm ocean water, the fuel source for hurricanes. Warm waters provide energy for storm formation. Hurricane eye wall, the area surrounding the eye, where the most violent winds and rain occur. Barometric pressure, a measure of atmospheric pressure. Hurricanes have very low barometric pressure. Storm system, a large-scale weather disturbance that includes hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons. Rain bands, the spiral arms of a hurricane, where heavy rain and strong winds occur. 2. Hurricane effects and damage. Coastal flooding, the flooding caused by storm surges and heavy rain along shorelines. Power outage, a loss of electricity due to damaged power lines and infrastructure. Roof damage, destruction of roofs caused by strong hurricane winds. Down power lines, power lines knocked over by strong winds or falling trees. Landslides, mud and debris slides caused by heavy rain on unstable slopes. Infrastructure destruction, severe damage to roads, bridges, and buildings. Road blockages, streets covered with fallen trees, debris, or floodwaters, preventing travel. Uprooted trees, trees that are torn from the ground due to strong winds. Storm debris, wreckage, fallen trees, and scattered objects caused by a hurricane. Evacuations, the process of moving people to safer locations before or during a hurricane. Communication failure, a loss of phone and internet service due to storm damage. Economic losses, the financial impact of hurricane damage, including rebuilding costs. Loss of life, fatalities caused by hurricane-related disasters. Displaced communities, people who lose their homes and have to relocate. Water contamination, the pollution of drinking water sources due to flooding. 3. Hurricane preparedness and safety. Emergency kit, a collection of supplies like food, water, and medical items for use during a hurricane. Evacuation plan, a strategy for leaving a dangerous area safely before a storm arrives. Storm shelter, a secure location designed to protect people from extreme weather. Sandbag, bags filled with sand, used to prevent floodwaters from entering buildings. Battery-powered radio, a radio that operates without electricity, allowing people to receive updates. First aid kit, a set of medical supplies used to treat minor injuries during emergencies. Flashlight, a portable light source useful during power outages. Backup generator, a device that provides emergency power when electricity is out. Reinforced windows, stronger windows designed to withstand hurricane winds. Life jackets, safety vests worn in case of flooding or water rescues. Weather alert, a warning issued by meteorologists about dangerous weather conditions. Emergency hotline, a phone number to call for help during disasters. Stay indoors, a safety instruction telling people not to leave their homes during a hurricane. Secure loose objects, the process of removing or tying down outdoor furniture and objects that could be blown away. Safety drills, practice exercises to prepare for emergencies. 4. Hurricane forecasting and monitoring. Weather radar, a system that tracks storms and measures their intensity. Meteorologist, a scientist who studies and predicts weather patterns. Satellite imagery, photos taken from space that help track hurricane movement. Wind speed measurement, the process of calculating how fast hurricane winds are blowing. Air pressure drops, a sudden decrease in atmospheric pressure, which signals storm development. Storm tracking cone, a prediction of where a hurricane is expected to move. Public weather advisory, an official warning issued by meteorologists about hurricanes. Hurricane watch, a notice that a hurricane may hit an area within the next 48 hours. Doppler radar, a type of radar that measures wind speed and direction in storms. Climate modeling, computer simulations that predict how weather patterns may change. NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, AUA, agency that tracks hurricanes and provides warnings. Tsunami warning system, technology used to detect tsunamis that may result from hurricanes. Early warning alerts, notifications sent to communities before a storm arrives. Storm intensity scale, a measurement of how powerful a hurricane is. Hurricane hunters, special aircraft and pilots that fly into storms to collect data. Now that we've gone over essential vocabulary, let's see how these words are used in real-life sentences. These examples will help you understand how to use them naturally in conversation. 1. Hurricane formation and characteristics. The eye of the storm is deceptively calm, while the surrounding winds are fierce. The eye of the storm refers to the center of a hurricane, which is often calm, but it is surrounded by extremely strong winds and heavy rain. A storm surge can cause massive flooding in coastal areas. A storm surge happens when strong hurricane winds push seawater onto the land, leading to dangerous floods. 2. Hurricane effects and damage. The hurricane's high winds knocked out power in the entire city. Hurricanes often cause power outages by damaging electrical lines and transformers, leaving homes and businesses without electricity. Coastal flooding forced thousands of residents to evacuate. When storm surges and heavy rain cause severe flooding, people in coastal areas may need to leave their homes for safety. 3. Hurricane preparedness and safety. We packed an emergency kit and prepared our evacuation plan ahead of the hurricane. Having an emergency kit with food, water, flashlights, and medical supplies is important when preparing for a hurricane. An evacuation plan ensures families know where to go if they need to leave. Sandbags were placed around buildings to prevent flood damage. Sandbags act as a barrier to stop water from entering homes and businesses during heavy rain or storm surges. 4. Hurricane forecasting and monitoring. Meteorologists use weather radar to track hurricane movements. Weather radar helps scientists observe a hurricane's path and intensity, allowing them to warn people in advance. A hurricane watch was issued 48 hours before landfall. A hurricane watch means that a hurricane may hit a specific area within 2 days, giving people time to prepare. Great job today! Now you have a strong set of vocabulary words to describe hurricanes, from how they form to their effects, and the ways we can prepare for them. Remember, learning new vocabulary is only the first step. Try using these words in your conversations, listening to news reports about hurricanes, or even writing a short summary about a past hurricane event. The more you practice, the more natural these words will feel. If you ever feel stuck, don't hesitate to review the lesson or check out more vocabulary resources on our English Fab website. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab!